the standard play, and then FalleN will add his Molotov toward the new boxes, blocked by Spinks. This will give him a chance to walk in. ZywOo's already started. We know how hot he's been lately, and the dualies for him will find two. Spinks fades off, having lost his teammate, doesn't want to overcommit and give up the site, but the bomb being secured by Vinny.
Yeah, ZywOo's done his job. Now you just kind of back away, wait for the reinforcements to arrive and go for that kind of a retake. What a shot from Magis. One bullet, all that's necessary. Vinny's location is compromised and eliminated, and FalleN's got no chance. Fur with a potential challenge. He's got an AK-47. Apex is here now as well in Arches. And man, Vitality's going to remain aggressive. Make sure they're always keeping track of this Imperial T side. Good pair of kills, and middle is denied. There's the swing. Good shot from Bolts. He's down low in a 1v2, but he's got Apex at low HP. He's tucked himself in a graveyard, and that's a nice, easy kill for Apex down the stretch. I mean, think about how unlikely it would have been for all three Brazilian teams leading up to this to be winless, and then for Imperial to find this kind of an upset, this level of an upset. No one would be able to predict it. 4-on-4, but still two defenders at the speed bomb site. Apex is here with ZywOo.
Good trade-off from FalleN. They'll let Bolts go first. Keep in mind, he was part of the Luminosity gang at the start of it as well. He was one of the originals. Yep. He and Steel. So in some ways, there's 4 members of the original Brazilian attempt to try and break through to the international scene. Cello, he's taken down Magisk again, wrapping over toward the arch side. Fur's going to follow that back and see if he can open up the site, wrapping from CT side, but this is difficult.
Dupree's got to keep his eyes on the smoke.
Oh,
it's actually okay. Yeah, he's got it.
I thought he was going to get spotted. Fur put his crosshair there, but didn't get anything from it. And Dupree will close it. FalleN falls 4-0.
Upgraded pistols. FalleN's got the hero AK-47 for the team. Oh, and he's got a double kill. All right, we'll give him that. What more can he find? 26 HP, but he wanted to pick up the pressure.
God, Gabriel, to try and give them a chance to open this up. ZywOo is alone, but he's in the pit, and the pit is so hard to deal with. FalleN down. So now they can pick up that AK and return the favor. But ZywOo's not going to let them. He finds 3. It's Vinny finally getting the shot in return, but he's in a 1-on-2, and not a lot of room to work with because they're already approaching behind, and Spinks can push straight through this smoke. He is surrounded, and he doesn't know it yet. Even if he isolates the first one-on-one, Apex is on the flank.
And Fearless as well on this flank coming through and just being convincing. That's a brilliant lineup for FalleN. He's blind. A lot of luck going his way. But man, it stings when you can't capitalize on that situation. Heroics from ZywOo, and this is what it's like to have one of the best players in the world on your team. One of the most consistent players in recent memory as well. He's constantly logging in, like literally one shot, one bullet fire.
Calm down, Eminem. You almost went there.
I almost did. Good kill from Magisk on top of the balcony. Smoke clears. Dupree's going to add another one. The final, final warrior of being at every single major that Counter-Strike has had, Dupree, showing what kind of his quality of a player.
And the first to cross the $2 million mark in prize money as well in CSGO. So his longevity is so impressive. And the interesting thing is, entry fragger, who often gets this evening in the 0-1 and 1-0 games. Dupree wants to get the shot and damage dealt, but he's being overwhelmed in terms of firepower rather than weaponry. It's Cello that gets the kill back, but he still managed to get 2, and that gives the advantage firmly to Vitality once again. Yeah,
impressive control in that spray to find the second kill. Cello really wanted that AK-47. He's going to pay the ultimate price for it. However, distance away, this is a lot of time into this bomb by the time they arrive, but still overwhelming superiority for Vitality. Spinks grabs that one. Vinny left in a 1v4. Smoke is going to cover him off. He's going to have to get aggressive, going to have to toss up a prayer. It would have to be the hand of God, and it's not going to happen.
Capitalize on that. They would have heard that pin being pulled, but they don't get a clean line of sight. They have got one player further over than they would have expected, and Vinny's going to get one shot off board. Apex doesn't repeat. Not right away, so the smoke is able to isolate. And as he fires in, FalleN that'll cross with the bomb. Vinny doesn't dare. Oh, the nade is going to bounce the other direction. So Vinny safe on that one. FalleN not. He's taken down to 30, and a second one from Apex will put him completely on the ground. They had the arsenal of nades sitting there waiting. He forced back. Best chance yet to capitalize, and they're still down a man with Vinny on 20. Incendiary that'll bounce backwards, cover off toward Emo. Fur wanted to be sneaky. He knew he had to get away from his position. He wanted to go in toward the smoke, and CT instead. Magisk gets Vinny out of this, and Cello needs a line up. Oh, he does hit the first. He does hit the first. Do they have the time? Second as well, and he's got them off the bomb. They don't have time to defuse. Finally, Imperial on the board.
Dupree, I don't even think he would have had time if he sticks that defuse after Cello finds the opening kill. And yeah, there's the stockpile. This is the result of it. But at the end of the day, Imperial managed to pull one out. A tough retake and a good find from Cello on a Magisk. They had to get on that bomb immediately.
Very powerful position, and if somehow they can create a crossfire off of this and be dynamic, Fur's gonna walk into this. Tough position, back turn, they never knew it. ZywOo wants more of this. He's come back around. He wants to fight this. Good find from Cello. The man who won them their only round thus far is going to make this another 3-on-3 situation. You can taunt him all you want. He's better than that. ZywOo's gonna go right back into the face of the crowd with that. A no-scope on FalleN as well. Vinny with the trade, but finds himself a man down after the AWP went off inside of the site. Back turned inside of the smoke, trying to play this. He'll go up on top of the box. They're both coming from the same position though. Vinny's got to be so careful on this. He still doesn't know it. Only one M4 fire. He looks for dupreeh. They backed off. That's going to create space, but now they know where he is. He finds the first, not the second. dupreeh on the immediate trade.
They're going to re-aggress.
Oh, bolts. Oh, I was about to say he's looked away at the wrong time. He actually almost got a lineup when he turned back around, but it's not going to amount to anything in the end other than his life being lost and a two-man deficit that they have to overcome. They do have HP in their favor, but Magisk positioning on the stairs at the graveyard, and FalleN's the last alive and the last, therefore, to fall.
Yeah, now they're just getting picked apart.
14 kills total after 11 rounds.
This is most of the utility as well. Counter utility from Vitality stalled out the initial take of brackets. What a double kill from Magisk. Oh, make it 3. Make it everything. FalleN goes next. As Vitality team is very deep, and they found a way, as you mentioned, with the Sphinx Edition looking good right out of the gate, but they're finding a way to come into this major peaking at a very good moment.
Oh no, they're a threat. They're a threat in this tournament, absolutely. FaZe hasn't looked perfect lately. Na'Vi certainly, yeah, exactly, haven't looked amazing either. One of the final greats, aside from Nico, not to have one, and obviously Nico not going to get one this time by.
And with these pistols, you can afford to take a few more risks, be a little bit more mobile and aggressive, but will they check dupreeh? The answer is no. Double kill for dupreeh. 5-7 is out as well, trying to keep them at bay. Support has arrived. He will go down, but ZywOo cleans it up. Make sure it doesn't go from bad to worse. And Vinny just barely gets away, but not for long from Apex.
Bolts caught out by Sphinx. They're not going to make mistakes like that. Vitality's looking. ZywOo, good shot on Vinny. Turns away from the flashes, knew exactly when to.
But there's counter utility. Apex still has a Molotov to drop as well.
Shots out. Sphinx, Apex collecting for 2. Crossfire for too powerful and no responses. Not even any damage yet. Finally there is. They'll get a kill from Bolts, but he's taken down immediately from ZywOo. 13-1. Well, there's your references, Jason. I know it's a reference. I'm trying to find out what it was. Couldn't remember. Doesn't matter. Fur and Vinny finally get, an opening. Cello's going to add to it. Imperial maybe getting a second round, before the half, as Cello even finds Magisk at range. It's all on to Sphinx. Bomb's going to enter. FalleN will put that down.
Well, 2 is what Imperial will walk away with at the end of the first half. It's going to be 13-2 in the favor of Vitality. And again, it's not even enough to even begin to have the conversation and lean towards any positives that Imperial could make this comeback happen. But at least it's something. At least it breaks up the momentum. At least there's something happy to talk.
MC and Rushley giving us our camera angles today. Not so much in a rush this round, although Sphinx is speeding things up as he gets 2 kills walking around in front of Boiler. It's Apex to get Vinny down. Watch for FalleN. Good response. Can't find the second inside of the smoke. And as he oversteps the mark, it's ZywOo that will put him down. And the bomb in the hands of Magisk will be planted. It's just Bolts. And as he gets toward Library.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay. I was going to say gets toward Library. They'll know where he is, but they don't even need to worry about that. FalleN makes the first. ZywOo down. We saw a similar shot from him, and he's going to follow that up. Apex falls. Damage. Sphinx FalleN. He'll collect it. And it's another round at least for Imperial.
By a good round from Imperial. Some early damage and early kill, and FalleN's able to clean things up. Good work with the scout. Headshot on the Apex and cleaning up Sphinx at the end of the day. Double tag. but still a long way to go. That's a perfect call for this defense. Set up in lane. A Halls pop can wrap around him. Vinny, blinded, has to look away.
Looks away, but they didn't spot him. Up close. Oh, he's missed the shot on ZywOo. Now he's in trouble. They're going to surround him. ZywOo goes back out. He hits it. Cello trying to make up for the loss of that position, but they've already crossed 2 inside of the site. This is a tough position for Imperial to now find themselves in. Now is an opening kill they could have used. Bombs drop. Cello stepping up again.
Apex has that lurk, but Fur is so aware. He says a Halls pop requires a player in middle for utility. I know there's going to be a lurker at some point, and boy, does he read it perfectly.
Fur's looking like he's starting to come into this game. His teammates giving him a bit of space, and that's the experience. You're absolutely right to know what that situation requires. It's the bomb down. ZywOo will hold off in the pit. Spinks goes to the corner of the site instead. The retake execution starts with the incendiary that burns Spinks alive. He's low on HP. Fur and FalleN. There you go. 2 legends together will take back the site. 14-6.
Halls, they only have the 1 kill. I think they're kind of confused. They're like, where the hell is everyone? Where is this defense? And dropping the bomb was everything, because dupreeh's route took him to graveyard, not into the bomb site. If he had actually ran that route into the bomb site, easy plant.
Vintage as he looks down toward mid. Apex has already bypassed that position though, and he's gotten in toward. Nice shot. Just saw the lag, and FalleN nails it.
Fur starting to climb up that scoreboard. If you start getting some of that vintage FalleN opping, this gap can close. There's a good shot from FalleN. It's just pistols are going up against, so don't get too excited, but defense is looking strong.
Cello again as well. He's really been resurged.
Imperial just 6 rounds away now. Fur with the utility kill. Bolts with the utility kill. And it adds an M4 frag on top of it. And Imperial's defense looking solid. They look like they finally settled into this match.
That's exactly it. They do. It's not just that, okay, they got a few rounds.
Ooh, Fur peeks first. Defensive smoke. Surely that's going to be thrown out. What a kill from dupreeh. Huge headshot onto Bolts. And how does Fur want to play this one? He's got to do it passively. He's got to just spam.
They're going to push him. They're going to push him. They knew it. If they knew if he wasn't boosted, then there couldn't be a rotation, because that's the obvious play. You go for the boost. Fur didn't have anyone to work with. They lost the site too early, and as soon as he had to reload, that was an obvious push.
Oh, and Spinks is going to make sure everything is taken away. Imperial has all the money in the world, so they're going to go for this. But this backstab from Spinks is the insurance policy. This would have to be so clean to negate his position.
And that's why no one's peeking right now on Vitality. Oh, FalleN! How did he know? He turned it around. And Vamos from Vinny. He's going to rush to the site. It's ZywOo that holds. He's been baited out on 1 shot. Cello holds the angle. He's being picked apart. Oh, but he hits an incredible no-scope, but he's not done there. You want ZywOo Brazil? You got him.
Oh, man. What a read from FalleN. This is so sick. Talk about experience. Talk about one of the all-time greats.
This is outrageous.
Yeah, ZywOo just shows him it's time for the new boys. It's time for the next generation. Your time is done. Cello, he's been so good. Going to be called upon again, but great utility. Apex picks up the pace.
So the standard smoke and then Molotov covered off in the same position at the pits. But it's small pit they have to play. Cello wants out. Vinny did 1. Got 1 to at least give him a chance to swing, but it's not enough. It's on to FalleN. 1 on 3. And the last round will haunt them, because this looks like the end. Admirable effort from Imperial, but Vitality, too much. He'll go to his AWP, as you'd expect.
Yeah, the fight back, it's awesome to see, but it's one of those things that just makes you wonder if they've been able to have a little bit more room, if they've done a little bit more in the first half. Could they have actually put together a second half to challenge Vitality? Either way, outside of a small hiccup, it's dominance from Vitality. A big win.